according to this story, there was even a dramatic intervention-style meeting about this in the Oval Office, where President Trump's most senior national security officials pleaded with him to release the military aid to Ukraine.
The Senate Minority Leader summarizing a New York Times report on an August meeting in the Oval Office where Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, Defense Secretary Mark Esper, and former National Security Advisor John Bolton reportedly attempted to convince the president to reverse his decision to freeze military aid to Ukraine. It's my pleasure to welcome State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus to address this story and more. Morgan, great to see you.
Hi, Mike. Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
Secretary Pompeo says he's going to Ukraine just after the start of the new year. Why is he making that trip as the Senate could be about to launch the impeachment trial?
Yeah, the Secretary announced that we're going to Ukraine today, to Central Asia, and also to Cyprus on our next trip. And we're doing that because we have a fantastic policy on Ukraine. As the Secretary has talked about many times, we have provided, this administration has provided lethal aid to Ukraine. We are there to support Ukraine. They are on the front lines against Russian aggression. The other countries that we're visiting in Central Asia are on the front lines of dealing with the threat of the Chinese Communist Party. And so we're doing what Secretary Pompeo does every single month around the world, which is to stand with our allies and our friends, to show up, to strengthen them, and to embolden them. And we have the right policy in Ukraine. We're proud of that policy, and that's why we're going.
The Obama administration gave Ukraine blankets and humanitarian aid. The Trump administration has sold them Javelin anti-tank missiles. What's been the impact on relations with Moscow?
Listen, we have to deal with Russia around the world. I have been lucky enough to sit with Secretary Pompeo in many of his meetings around the world, especially with Foreign Minister Lavrov. And we have places in the world in which our interests align and we are able to work with Russia. And then we also have plenty of places in the world in which we are strategic competitors and where we have to push back against Russian aggression. And the Secretary and the President, this administration, has stated quite clearly that we will never accept the annexation of Crimea by Russia. We will always push back against that. We will always support Ukraine and their sovereignty, in the integrity of their borders. And that's what we will do, not only in this trip, but that is the policy of this administration. It's the right policy, and it's a policy that the last administration should have taken more seriously.
The New York Times this weekend reported on a sunny, late August day, Mr. Bolton, Mr. Esper, and Mr. Pompeo arrayed themselves around the Resolute desk in the Oval Office to present a united front. The leaders of the president's national security team seeking to convince him face-to-face that freeing up the money for Ukraine was the right thing to do. One by one, they made their case. It didn't work. As the State Department spokeswoman, what should our viewers know about that meeting, Morgan?
Well, that's just wrong. The aid went to Ukraine. So I haven't read the full New York Times story, and I don't need to, because the conversations between Secretary Pompeo and the president are private. I wouldn't comment about them, and they're between the two of them. And that's the secretary's job, to advise the president. So I have no clue if there's any accuracy to this New York Times story. I haven't read it, but I can tell you on its face, it's just not true that the aid didn't go to Ukraine. We all know it did.
To Iran, here's what Secretary Pompeo told Fox today about the precision defensive strikes on 5 targets in Iraq and Syria.
They took a strike at an American facility. President Trump's been pretty darn patient, and he's made clear at the same time that when Americans' lives were at risk, we would respond, and that's what the Department of Defense did yesterday.
Morgan, are you worried about retaliation?
Well, we are obviously concerned by the activities that the Iranian regime pursues around the world and in the Middle East. And we think that we spoke this week, and the Trump administration spoke to the Iranian regime in a way in which that they will understand. You know, Secretary Pompeo has made it very clear to the Iranian regime that any attacks by the regime, by the IRGC, or by any of these militia groups, whether it's Kataib Hezbollah, Houthis, you name it, that if any of these proxy groups threatened or attacked the United States or our allies, that we would hold them accountable. So we saw over the weekend that we had American service members injured. We had an American contractor killed, and we responded to that. The president still has many options. We're certainly not going to box him in. We've got Secretary Pompeo, our senior special advisor for Iran, Brian Hook, of course, everyone working very closely with the Department of Defense and Robert O'Brien at the White House to advise the president on how we move forward. And I think the president still has many more options available. But we have pursued a maximum economic pressure campaign against the Iranian regime for the past year and a half, and we will continue to pursue that campaign.
Morgan Ortagus of the State Department. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mike.